Good morning, citizens! We're back in the verse. Ooh, we still have... Because I just finished doing some salvaging in my last video. A salvage contract, which we are going to abandon. Because we are done, not only with salvage, but for a little while with Stanton. We are going to head back to Pyro in... the most terrifying ship that anyone has beholden? Beholds? We're heading there in a prospector. We're gonna be perfectly safe because who would mess with a miner? That's why it's never a big issue as far as whether this game is more for solo PvP players or PvE players, because if you want to mine, just get a prospector. Look at these guns. No one is ever going to bother you at all. Perfectly safe. And so that's why we're taking this one through the gate. I don't know if I've ever actually taken a prospector through the gate. Not only that, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I have. And it didn't go well. Well, let's see if... Okay, so the problem I had with the prospector, the like 6 times that I've tried to take it through the gate, and that's probably a low guess, it's probably longer than that, is that every time I left Pyro to come to Stanton, what happens is all of a sudden I was booted back into Pyro, even though I made it safely through the gate. So I don't know if that's going to happen again. I don't know if going through the gateway from Stanton, I'm going to get all the way to Pyro and then back in Stanton. We shall see. So I'm going to head to the Pyro gateway. I'm going to refuel because I might as well have all my Quantanium fuel. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to head to the gateway. I'm going to head right through the tunnel. And if I make it, I'll land at the station at the other side and refuel there. But we're gonna go do some mining. I want to try to find some Stealeron because I know that is only available, as far as I know, in Pyro. I think I found a lot in Adir. I think that was the name of the place, so I'm gonna go there. I actually looked to see if there's any of the new minables on Regolith, but it turns out the new ones are all rock minables, and I haven't done rock mining in a while. I should really do that. Go check out the new lasers and give that a go. But we're gonna do a few runs here in Pyro. Just look for some Stealeron, maybe some Recite, whatever it's called. Maybe some Quantanium, maybe some gold, maybe some Bex. And Laranite? Is that the other one I want? Terranite? Definitely not Agresium. Agresium used to be the go-to, and it's suddenly dropped. And I definitely don't need more tin and ice. I'm done mining tin and ice for the next little while. Maybe the day the Orion's around, I will try to fill up an Orion with ice, just for fun. But, yeah. How about you join me as I successfully, without any issues, exit the Pyro Gateway. I cannot see a thing in here. But it looks like we're doing it. It looks like we are successfully navigating this tube. There's no pillars. That's unusual. But instead we have this like half-width tube. Oh, there's a pillar. I spoke too soon. I'm gonna bring you along for this experiment. We're getting into the Pyro side. We're turning red because, you know, Pyro is the home of Darth Vader. The Sith live here, unlike Obi-Wan and Stanton. What color will the next system be? I'm gonna guess yellow. Maybe green? They're gonna save green for Terra, I think. Let's go with yellow. Oh, yeah, the best thing to slow down before you exit is ram into all these pillars. Whoa, what the? Alright, that was a surprise. I don't think there's supposed to be asteroids in it, but it appears we... Did I make it? I'm very confused. What am I looking at here? Stanton Gateway. Alright, we made it a Pyro. Just one weird glitch and asteroids in the tunnel. That surprised me. Alright, so we're gonna put on our comms so I see when I'm in range. And they've gone off, perfect. So I had the wrong one, there we go. Might as well put my shields on? Question mark? Why not? Alright, let's go land. I'm gonna refuel, and then we're gonna head to Adir, Adir, ADIR. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna start scanning for minables. And maybe I'm gonna set up base in Checkmate. I mean, I could even use the Stanton Gateway. Well, that's pretty far from Pyro. Oh. Okay, I do not like that. Okay, you know what? I gotta get land first. I'm getting sidetracked. Looking at maps when I should be flying my ship. But again, I'm a prospector. Who's gonna mess with me? I could float out here forever. And people, they will go find easier targets. For sure. You can tell I'm an expert pilot because I almost smashed into the wall, but instead... That was weird. Alright.
Landing complete.
Does my ship say Coops? Goops? What does it actually say on there? Have I figured that out? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna refuel. I don't need hydrogen. We'll let my ship slowly burn that off. I'll leave my engines running. That's how much money I got to spend on hydrogen. Alright. It seems like we got fuel. Hopefully, we don't have the bug where we leave the station and we have no fuel. Let's look at that map. So I'm going to go to Adir, which is over here. And so, Rat's Nest or Checkmate. Checkmate's pretty central. So if I decide to mine in other areas, Checkmate would be the place to go. So that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to Checkmate to sell. But as far as mining, we're going to head to Pyro.
You are clear to launch.
I wonder if once I leave and head into jump, if I'll have any sound now that I've not... Ooh, now that I've not exited my seat after landing and having that sound glitch. Let's find out. That look cool. Ooh, I got sound again. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
There. And that loses just a little over half my fuel, but I only need to get there on my way back, so that's no problem. So off we go to Pyro, off we go to Adir, off we go to make some money mining, hopefully, Stileron. That is my quest, but if I find anything else worth it, Risite, Quantanium, any of the other more valuable metals, I'll be picking those up as well. I am looking forward to the days that the Arast is in game. I'll have to buy one in game, but it'll be fun to use that and just mine and refine and just spend, you know, multiple sessions being a miner. I'm super excited about that. It's gonna be super fun. But I'm gonna again do a little bit of a jump here, and I will see you heading down to the surface of Adir. Look at this. Beautiful. I mean, still a little soupy in the sky for my liking, but still pretty beautiful. Alright, that looks like a good... I just didn't want to be in the dark side, so we're gonna head here. It still looks daylighty here. Ooh. Maybe towards this area? I don't know how far away we are from the actual planet. I could try to find a point of interest on this. I guess, is this a planet or a moon? I guess technically this is a moon because it's going around Pyro 5. But I could try to find a point of interest and head to that and then move away from it, but I think this is fine. We're uncoupled right now. We're just going to start coasting down while I try to find a good shot to use for a thumbnail. Like that. That looks good. Yes, I think so. Is that? What am I seeing there? What is that? Something black. But I don't know what that is. Weird. Alright. Well, we're just gonna float down now. And when we're close to the surface, I'm gonna remember to put my coupling back on so that I don't smash into the ground. Did they fix... Let's check that as well. The direction marker, which goes away. Which I believe is under graphics near the bottom. Maybe not. Weird. Okay. I say I'm going to turn off my decouple mode, and then I'm flying to the surface while not looking at it. Where is... Is it under here? Always on. Crosshair mode, always on. That's not what I want. Pilot velocity indicator. Always on. Ooh, they did fix it. Perfect. I prefer having that on. I don't like when it goes away when you're pointing straight ahead. Because when you're mining out in asteroid fields, it's always good to know exactly where you're heading versus what's in front of you. Okay, so let's look around here. I don't know. Since I don't really mine on this planet, I'm gonna call it a planet. It seems too big for a moon. That's no moon. Yeah, movie references abound. I figure it's better to just kind of head down, and once I'm about maybe 4K from the surface, I'll start sending out pings. Let's see what we can find. So we're just heading into Atmo now. Looks like you start that around 18K up. So I'm gonna put on my shields, because that actually changes my max speed. You know what? Nah. I'm just gonna set my speed with this, so max speed at around 460, it looked like. That's good. I'll be able to slow down quick enough from that. And we are, I wish these numbers were bigger. We're about 7.5 kilometers up still. I don't see anything yet. Okay, we're at about 4 now. So let's start looking. And again, it'd be great if pings off to the side show up when you look at them, but CG thought, who would want that? 4K away. That came pretty... Ooh, that one's 17. That's good. I was gonna say 4K away is probably not what I want. It's probably gonna be like something smaller, but we'll take a look. But that one at 16K away is promising. Yeah, this isn't showing up as a rock yet. It's gonna be like either animals or hand minables. And it is hand minables. And it is Dolivine? No, it's Glaucosite? What's that called? What is that? Glaucosite. Well, that's new. I don't know what it is. Alright, so where did that... Oh, I've already lost it. Where did that one farther away go? There it is. Yeah, when pings show up, you know, relatively close, and they weren't showing up from farther distance, they tend to be something small like hand minables, and I do not have a hand mineable. Like, I don't have my multi-tool with a miner on it. I also don't have a rock. Those would probably need a rock. We want these ones that show up like, you know, 8, 9, 10, 12 kilometers or more away. These, at about the 1.2, there we go. Perfect. Felsic deposits right in the rockiest part you could ever imagine. I'm going to slow down my maximum speed. And let's see what we got here. Perfect. Could not have been in an easier to mine spot. Thank you. Whoever programmed them to show up here. Bexalite. I mean, it's valuable, but it's not top tier. Barrel. Definitely not top tier. Barrel. Not gonna... Well, I'll bother with little rocks, but... This is another reason why I'm excited about something like the Arasta. Because then I will mine these. I will mine everything I find. I'll go up into an asteroid field and I will just mine everything. And just see what I can do. See how much I can get. Alright, so these are all looking like they're all going to be like the wrong kind. I don't know if like Felnic, whatever these are called, Felsic deposits. Yeah, corundum. Alright, we're going to skip those. We're going to keep moving. Bring our speed back up so we can move. Head to the flatter ground. 4.5, probably too close. If something doesn't show up after like 1.5 kilometers. Yeah, it's definitely too small to pick up. 3.7 again. Okay, I'm gonna look for the farther distance signals. .9. That's what we want. Will we get lucky on our second go? I definitely need to slow down a little bit. Oh, that was the wrong button. Another felsic deposit. What was I holding when I hit tab to make that happen? I don't know. Alright, this one's inside a rock. Perfect. Barrel. Useless. Oh. Terranite, titanium. Well, this is a bigger one. Let's see what this one is. I only check a few. I'm not expecting to find anything in the other ones if I don't find it. Alright, and we're off again. Maybe, maybe asteroid fields are where it's at. Do you think so? This is why I need to get one of those Toby trackers. If only they, you know, were affordable for me. 9 kilometers away, perfect. Because I think, I mean, people talk about them for like combat and looking around, but I mean, searching for minerals, they'd be pretty awesome. Ooh, unknown. More felsic, that's all I'm finding. Alright, so I'm going to search every one of these rocks this time. Because maybe they are only on one rock per thing, and I've missed a bunch already. Tin, don't need that anymore. Tin. That one, alright. Barrel. Ooh! Recite? I do need that. Okay. So I possibly did pass by something in some of the other ones. Barrel. So this is the only one I'm going to crack. And I'm not going to crack it. It is just extractable. We're going to get some recite. Not much. Mostly we're getting tin. But almost 1.5 SU. I don't know how much recite's worth, but it's the new stuff, so might as well give it a go. And back to scanning, so success so far. Yeah, a good quality of life improvement would be 2 things. One is buying expensive scanners that are like passively scanning out for you so you don't have to keep pinging. And 2, showing the stuff on the edges. Like that one right there should show up, but it doesn't unless you point it right at it. But we got 2 groups here, so I'm going to line myself up with them so that I can go to this first one. And then if I don't find anything here, I'm going to be able to head straight ahead to the next one. So, big brain move, I know. There, that's pretty good. Alright, so now we're gonna head towards bearing 47 if I need to head to another place, and that'll bring me... This is granite. This is something new. Perfect. There's lots of rocks here, too. Alright, aluminum. Well, nope. I don't think you can really... I think you can't get any worse than that rock right there. Aluminum. I think that's like the lowest metal. This one's not scanned. There we go. Ooh, got some gold. And this one I do have to crack. Check this one out real quick. Aluminum. Like, seriously. Alright, but we got the gold here. It says easy. There we go. Just use my distance to control intensity of the beam. Yeah, if I can get a bunch of gold, I'll be happy with that. It's not the most expensive, but it's worth quite a bit. Alright, I'm putting this right up at 100%. It says easy, but that 25 resistance is considerable. And I realize I don't have any... I thought I had modules on this beam, but I must not have put any on. So I'm gonna have to buy some modules to fix this up. I really didn't plan this. Alright. 57 gold. I'll take that one. $86 gold. We'll take that for sure. $29 gold, mostly aluminum. But 29% gold, still not bad. 2% gold, definitely bad. 58% gold, take that right away. $100 aluminum, we'll leave that. 29% gold, whatever, we'll take it. Alright. So now we've done that. Now we got more rocks to check out here. Impossible. Is it impossible? Because I don't have any modifiers on this laser. I'm not seeing a single bit of light showing up. Alright, so that is impossible. That's too bad. I really should have put my mining modules on. Just my luck, I'm going to find a big thing of Quantanium. Another impossible rock. This one's even bigger, 58 tons. Yep. Borace. Not really worth it, I think. Can't remember. I think it's not really worth it. I should bring some gadgets along with me. Borace, no thank you. Terranite. Yes, yes. Alright, let's put that laser power down a bit. There There we go. Now we're cooking. Of course, it'll be with the aluminum again. Alright, let's find the Terranite. That's a good one. Yeah, I guess it's not bad. I mean, I do have a lot of storage on here. Definitely not. $45, I'll take it. 83, I'll definitely take that one. Definitely not take that one. And yeah, I'll take that one. I am filtering out some inert materials when I'm doing that as well, so. Nope. And that I already checked, right? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Too big for me to crack, probably. Boris, anyways. Okay, so now we're heading to like 40 something. Oh yeah, well there it is there. Alright, let's see what's over here. We are about a third full as far as ores go. Oh, there's another one straight ahead after that. This is awesome. Okay. Igneous. Possible, but it's Laranite, so I don't care. Aluminum. Oh. What are you doing to me, Pyro? Bexylate. Impossible. But that would have been an alright one. Bexylate easy. Yeah, we'll maybe get that. Is that the last rock? Well, there's more ahead. Okay. Laranite, kind of low. Laranite kind of low. So we'll just get this Bex, which I do need to crack first. None of these rocks are really exploding. They're kind of staying all pulled together. Oh, not that one. 3%. No, thank you. $57. I'm not getting any 100% of what I want. That's too bad. I got almost 7 SUs of aluminum now. 8% or 8 SUs now. That's disappointing. But we're getting Bexylate. Also, the extraction beam, if you notice, doesn't actually hit where you're pointed at. Like, look at it. I pointed right at that rock, and it hits below. 26%. Let's give it a go anyways. I mean, the aluminum I'm just not going to refine. And I'm definitely not gonna get that one. Alright, and there was another. 9 and 6. Let's go this way. The sun is going down. Unfortunately. So we're gonna get to the point where we're in the dark again. Unknown. What is this? Igneous again. Keep it on fracture mode. Aluminum! No. Bex? Yeah. But it says impossible. Bexlate impossible. And I know sometimes impossible doesn't necessarily mean impossible. But, ooh, gold. And I don't even have to crack that one. Like, let's see this impossible Bex. Can we get anything to move on this? We can a little bit. Maybe there? See, it's just barely. If I had modifiers on this, I'd be able to crack that rock. No problem. Laranite, no thank you. That one I can crack. Still no Stillaron, eh? Laranite. I mean, I know it's here somewhere. Bexalate easy. That one I don't even need to crack. Laranite, nope. Laranite. So this is the one I can crack. $5.7 tons. So should I refine this or should I sell it? I mean, I have money. My thought was originally I could always sell and what I make mining to sell to use to buy my modules, but I've already got millions. So why give myself that extra annoyance right now? Turn our lights on. That makes a difference. Makes everything look monochrome, but that's alright. 19% Bex. No, it's too low. $38. We'll grab that one. Ooh, except for that one's actually still needs to be cracked. Wow. Okay. And that green line. Turn my lights off for a second. That green line is way low. There we go. Okay. %, Vexillate. Good enough. It's going to be mostly aluminum Vexillate, I think, in this run. Let's see if we can get more Vexillate than aluminum. That is my goal. A lot of inert, which is good, because you notice, even though there's a lot of inert, I'm not picking most of it up. A lot of it does naturally get filtered. It looks like the inert level on the Arbor is 70. I should maybe switch this to like even a Helix. Like this is... I totally forgot to upgrade. All I did with this is I looked at the paint. Then I forgot that that's all I'd done. And now I am out with like the most stock prospector you could imagine, trying to mine and make some money. So I'm gonna get a Helix. I'm gonna get the some, what do I use? Rigers usually. Alright, that's extractable. And maybe a Focus, but I'll probably just go 2 Rigers and or Riger 3s, I should say, and a Helix. But as it stands here, we are almost full, and we're full. Alright, so we're gonna head to checkmate. Which means I need to get up into space. That looks really cool. That looks awesome. Oh. If you haven't gotten in this game, just for the visuals alone, it's a pretty cool looking game. But if you can find something in it that you enjoy, like I do, amazing. Alright, so we are high enough probably. Except for I gotta get... Okay, so we gotta cancel that for a second. Let's go to an auto marker, and then we'll reacquire checkmate. Oh, cheekmate. Let's go to cheekmate. I cannot tell you how many times I couldn't find a station I was looking for until I realized it's orbituary and not obituary. Cheekmate, however, does not exist. Let's enjoy. That's terrific. Look at the moons. There's all the moons in a row around Pyro. Look at how much bigger Pyro 5 is than all of those moon planets we were just on. So we're gonna head to checkmate. We're gonna go drop off this refinery. We're gonna set up an order. I'm gonna see what mining heads they have available. If they do not have what I'm looking there, before my next mining run, off camera, I'm just gonna go find the modules I want, which I believe are Riger 3s. And I think those are the ones. Whatever ones increase the power, I'm pretty sure they're Riger 3s. And I do have some. They're just at Lorville. Or is it ArcCorp? What was ArcCorp? Yeah, like if I go utility? Yeah, Riger 3. I have one of them there. Do I have... What is under here? I can't read this. Personal weapons? No. Vehicle weapons. No mining head there. I don't know where the mining head would be. Alright. So I will head to Checkmate and let's see what they have. I mean, it's there, right? Do you see it? I don't see it. Oh, but it is. Ooh. And my favorite, the guy wires are here. Perfect. Why is it so hard to see this place? Alright. We are gonna fly to our hangar without hitting a guy wire, right? Yes? Is my light still on? Oh, we can see now. I turned my lights off. Remember, it was, I think, one of the Citizen Cons where they, or it might have been Inside Star System, where they showed some development of the station, some designs, and they had such massive interiors that there was actually weather in them. There was that whole thought. I hope, I like the outside of these stations, but I hope the interiors are getting work. I hope that there is changes and differences coming, because look at Lorville, look at Air 18 and Microtech. They are bespoke. There is huge differences that if I'm standing in any of those cities, I automatically know where I am. Not only which city I'm in, but also where I am inside those cities, because there's just the look. Like, you can recognize whether you're in the plaza at Area 18 or at Rikers, whether you're at the Commons or, and even on the Commons, like, are you on the side with the climbing wall? I'm heading the wrong way. Or the side with, like, Wally's. Like, it's just, there's so much individuality in those cities. Now, I understand the stations are all different. The stations are, you know, modular, so all the Rough and Ready stations look similar. Port Tressler and and Everest Harbor, they'll all look the same, but different. The layout's different, but they're the same, and so you kind of have to know where you are to know where you're going around those. And I get turned around in those, but I don't see a difference in these. Like, they don't feel different. Every, like, if I go to Checkmate or Ruin or Rat's Nest, they feel too much the same. And I really hope that's, you know, this is tier 1. What is this? Huh. Oh, I didn't actually need to leave here. Unlike the cities, from your hangar you can go directly to cargo decks and refineries and stuff like that. So we're gonna go to the refinery deck from this elevator. Yeah, I can understand some things being reused, like these doors of the elevators with this corrugated sheet here and that wire there. They're all the same, but that makes sense. Every refinery on every station has the same paint on it, fine. But the actual places themselves need to look a little more different. A little more like they were built. Alright, well, I'm going to look first. If I just sell, what are the values of my stuff? Oh, that's not bad. 100,000. So the aluminum, again, I said worthless. Look at that. I have 26% of everything I have. Almost 27%. 3 grand. Bexylate, 55 grand. The Terranite, 20 grand. The gold, 14 grand. And the Recite, even though I only have a small amount of that, like 1% of that is 7 grand. So the Recite is actually really good. So we're going to go Bex, gold, Recite, and Terranite, and we're going to refine those. We're going to ignore everything else. We'll use the Dinix solution. It is super slow, but it also is affordable. So, Bex. gold. Risite, Terranite. Denix. Get quote. Could only cost me 11 grand, but it is going to take 45 hours. No problem. I'll do plenty of mining while this is working. Is that going to go away? Yes. That's good. That went away. That's always a good sign. And so yeah, first mining run in 4.1 in Pyro. I think I'm done for that. Ooh. No, I'm not done. This way? This way? Yes. Ooh. That's a cool suit. Is that actually... Does that work in a vacuum? Probably not. Let's go over here. Utility. Laserheads. Arbor, Hofstede, Impact Line, Helix, size 0. That is new. That is for a rock, I guess, or also the what's it called? The Geo? Alright, so they don't have, and that one looks like a size 0 as well. Doesn't say on it, but yeah, it says size 0 there. Hofstede, Klein, Impact, Helix. Modules. Brand, Optimum, Filter, Torrent 2, Torrent 3, Vox. Okay, so nothing I want here. So on my own, I'm going to go outfit this prospector to be a bit better and maybe do a little bit of mining, but you don't need to see necessarily me going shopping. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you all soon in the verse. Goodbye, everybody.